Hi Ed, I wanted to provide you a quick video about this simplified strum pattern for the Tesla. So again, we know the chords G, D, and C. And what we're going to do is first do the simplified one to where we are playing on the one and, holding for or resting for the two and then playing on the three and then resting for the four for the first two chords. The first two chords share one measure. So that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on the C, you want to come in right on the 1 for right now. We'll forget about those anticipated beats for right now, just to kind of simplify it. Once we build kind of like a scaffold of our timeline, we'll be able to more accurately pinpoint where to put in these anticipated beats, which, or accents, I should say, which are basically just when you go to, the next chord on the and of the 4 rather than on the 1. Okay, so, but for right now, we're just going to try and count, see if you can play along with me here. We'll start out real slow and gradually get faster every time around. So try and follow my count if you can. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, so I kind of sped it up a little bit. You might have to kind of just kind of replicate that exercise and just take things a little bit slower. But you want to work on the accuracy of everything. Okay, so now after you kind of warm up like that, we want to start trying to make the picking pattern a little more what it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is go down up on the 1 and. We're going to rest for the 2 and, down up on the 3 and then this time, instead of waiting till the 1 to come in with that C, we're going to come in with it on the and of the 4. So again, real slow, we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now that one, and if you notice, even with the simplified one, I wasn't resting for the 2 and the 4 when I get to the C. You want to kind of let that kind of sustain out as you're in between your strokes, okay? So back to the more kind of little bit more challenging one. We are going to come in on the and 4, or I'm sorry, and 1 after the 4 count from the D, right? Because the D is on the 3 and 4 and 1. And then you're just playing just on the downbeats of the chord or of the measure, just on the 1, the 2, the 3, and maybe we'll add in a 4 and, right? So and again, remember the downbeats, you want to do a downstroke, and then the ands, anywhere that we're stroking on an and, you want an upstroke. So one more time, just to kind of show you what we just talked about here. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3, and 4. And now, when it goes through that X amount of times, depending on, what part of the song you're listening to on it. But we just want to kind of at least go through it 2 times and then switch to that other part where we're going from the C to the F, right? And now that F will also, again, you can simplify it and just put it in on the downbeats, but that F is where it comes in with the anticipated beat, right? And I was putting the anticipated beat in the slightly more challenging, the last time that we went around just the regular chords. So to do it, once you get to the C, when you got that and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1, or I'm sorry, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so once we get going, the up and the down beat will be a downstroke, and then because then we'll be thinking in 16th notes, which is dividing the beat into 4 separate sections. But we'll talk about that in the next lesson. Once we get just counting in 8th notes, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we'll get that. So see if you can kind of replicate these exercises, or just kind of try and play along. I didn't do it for too long just to try and save some time on the video here, just so it's not too big to upload. But yeah, we'll take it from there next week, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Thanks.